Good evening, everyone.
Hello!
Somebody's a bit nutty as a fruitcake.
Well, it's Dad. Still at Dad's here.
Oh, well, carry on watching.
I'm pressing skip.
Yeah, only one in at the moment.
They said, don't wait in a minute. I go, where's all the sob gone?
No idea. Yeah, looks like a
That was in it.
no. Looks like a rat's tail.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
It definitely wants cutting. Can't
I'll
get it.
show them along in a minute.
Yeah, look like I've been dragged through an edge backwards.
I don't know if I shared Facebook.
Oh dear. But hey ho, we'll talk among ourselves. Nobody comes in, that's it. Shut it down.
See you later again.
So it's early, yeah, it's only 2 minutes past 9.
Some people come in.
Aye.
Down to, did I share it? I did. I shared it.
Yeah, Mr. P's just made me a coffee.
Well,
So
I don't know, we've been cracking here, hasn't it?
yeah. Clapper thunder and
Hailstones.
yeah, persistently raining.
Nobody will win that.
But Callum's been to work again, as well as college.
All he says is added some leaflets out with his name and phone number on, so they've got to get in contact.
Oh, sounds interesting.
So he might get some leads.
So yes, so as well as being in college, he's actually been to work as well, albeit like this afternoon.
3 hour, weren't it? 4 hour?
No, it weren't that long.
Yeah, a great long guy, a great big ice cream, he says, gigantico or something, and he wonders why I couldn't eat only tea.
Hello to the second viewer.
Hello.
Just come in and say hello. We don't bite.
Say hello, much. I don't.
Yeah, well, Chris might, if you ask him nicely.
Kinky.
Got 3 in. I only mean you talking.
I know. Say hello.
Yeah. We're feeling a bit lonely just talking between me and Mr. P.
Yeah.
So he's desperately in need of a little bit of a do-over.
Yeah. Have to get a mobile hairdresser. You get a quick snip.
Yeah. God. I do look like I've been dragged through an edge backwards, quite literally.
Just say this with your hair once you don't wait.
Yeah. I put some of that hair gel, well, that hair glue, wherever.
Hey, yo, big boy. 4 minutes later.
I am, Chad.
I know that.
We've sort of been talking, just me and Chris. So
We're waiting.
there's 5 in, but there's only you and Chris actually chatting.
Hello to the anger honours.
So yeah, I'm Chad. You've got to do something with me here, mate.
That's probably little Blob.
So yeah. Oh, Gordon Bennett. I'm desperate.
Come on, I'm going to come to Sheffield now.
Oh dear. So yes, it's been a busy old day for Mr. P today.
Yeah.
I always come at 21:04. Oh, very precise. But yeah, it's we've had all sorts today. Clapper thunder, hailstones, absolutely persisting it down. You name it, we've had it. So I'll just let you know as well, Amjad, I've spoken to Bella today. So she's a little bit better. So, She's
All's
getting
with
there.
that as well.
Yeah, she's getting there. Oh, they've had thunderstorms in London.
Yeah. I bet you've got a nice blue sunny skies like we have now.
Yeah.
Albeit it's going a bit dark.
So yeah, just before I went live, it was glorious sunshine. Chris actually went out and took a picture of the sunset.
I did.
So I'm just gonna,
You can call it a sunset.
yeah. Hand lotion.
Huh?
I'm just gonna put some hand lotion on.
Should have done that before the stream. Very unprofessional.
Oh well. I do suffer with very dry skin, so I like to keep. Obviously, we're washing my hands all the time. I like to keep them moisturised. So,
Where can I go out tomorrow?
hey, Ian Strone's in.
Oh, I've just been talking to somebody called Ian.
So yeah, just moisturising my hands. Same as I've just said to Amjad. I'm always like constantly washing my hands, so my hands get very, very dry and itchy, and you know.
I was like Ian's anger on her.
Been watching.
You've been watching his anger on her in background.
Yeah, that were a gift set. I think that were hand lotion, and then I had the hand wash as well. So he says he loves the Sanctuary Spa. My mum and auntie got the gift sets from my cousins for Eid. But yeah, I've had that quite a while actually. So I've also got one upstairs, you know, like for when I come out at bath and everything, because that's the first thing I do is moisturise my hands. So we're very posh. What? Oh, you mean
Sanctuary Spa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I reckon it smells lovely. Hiya, Tracy. How are you?
Hello, Tracy.
And it's white lily and damask rose, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. But can't fault it really, and I think I had that bought me, didn't I?
Yeah, we're for Christmas birthday or something.
I think it was Christmas. It might have been birthday. I don't know. I've been to bed since then.
Since one of his sisters or my mother.
Yeah, it was one at two anyway. So, but yeah. Oh, I had my Ailey here 2 nights, and I'm happy.
There you go.
Thanks. So yeah. But yeah, me and Bella, you know, had a good catch up. Oh, got a baby coming in August. Ooh. So yeah, I spoke to Bella. We had a right good chinwag, you know, FaceTime and. We're not talking about that,
no,
dear.
I just thought I'd get it in early.
He says, "Oh my God, I was at Jessica Love's live stream last night. She wants her hair done by me. I have a lot of ladies to do." I hope you're willing to travel to Canada, because I think that's where she's from, Amjad. So yeah, me and Bella had a lovely catch up. You know, and I says, you know, it was one of these things, like, because obviously from today, like, you can, 2 household can mix and you can hug, and I says, oh, I can't wait to give Bella a hug. It seems like forever, you know, like nearly 2 years, isn't it? You know what I mean? And it's Tracy says we first, Amjad. Well, at least we live in the same country, Tracy. Jessica Jessica's in Canada and obviously Carla's in America, so at least we ain't same country.
There's no 3 now.
I know, it's gone down to 3.
We have Jan and Tracy.
But
Someone else has come back. Yeah, I want a skinhead, Amjad.
yeah, I can get skinhead.
Yeah, Amjad's the pro.
Yeah, it'll not take him long to do you and put it that way.
I'll be first. I'm first.
Yeah, 3-hour drive, yeah.
Oh, if it's a 3-hour drive, then no.
Well, Amjad's in London, it's about 3 hours away.
I'll let my lady take you down and I'll make Callum can have a boys' night.
I'm going to say it's going to be a ladies' night anyway.
Yeah, we're going to have a party on.
Yeah.
We'll bring all ladies for our Callum.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know what to do with all
Yeah,
lessons.
you know what they say, while the mice, what?
While the cat's
That's the way the mice will play. He says, you ladies.
Don't buy me, you.
Well, I've washed it this morning, Amjad, and it's sort of getting to that stage again. I mean, like, it got to this stage before where I couldn't do anything with it. And that's when I had it all cut off. So I just want it tidying up, basically. You know, I've still got to dye what I've had probably about 4 months, but obviously with shingles and everything, ladies' night at Amjad, it's happening for sure. Oh dear, your family not know what's hit them, Amjad. Oh dear. God, who let that crazy lot in, he'll say. Oh dear. But we'll be on his best behaviour, promise, Amjad. Oh. Mum will be saying, who the hell is this lot, Amjad? Oh dear. Oh. But yeah, you know what we're like when we're all together. We'll be giggling all night. Callum had the weekend off as well, so we've had a good rest. Chris says, how many nights can they stop? Oh dear. Oh dear. It'll take as long as it takes, and that's all there is to it. Oh dear. But what can you do, eh? It's going to have to be soon, Amjad, because it's me ears. Me and Callum, Johnny Easy having a good old piss up. Oh dear. Oh dear. 2 weeks. It says 2 weeks.
That's it now. It's all booked up for 2 weeks tonight.
Depends on how many heads he can do in one night. Well, it's just
2 hands or 2 heads at once.
It's just put Tracy 2 weeks in my house, so we've got 2 weeks. I think that's plenty enough time to, you know, have a spa treatment and facials and get his hair done and everything, and you know, perfection can't be rushed. You know what I mean? Oh dear. But yeah. I want the whole treatment. I want my hair cutting. I want it colouring. I want facial. I want spa treatment. You name it. I've got an itchy nose now. We'll have a ladies' karaoke night in my house. Giggling till 4 a.m. I don't think your parents will be very pleased about that, Chad. Oh dear. Oh dear, we've had some bad news today, you know. I had a text message, and it sounds like our doctors is closing. So I was gobsmacked.
What's the doctor called? God knows. It's bloke on street back, hasn't it?
Our doctors is like 5 minutes away in car. Well, not even that, 2 minutes. And basically, it's a massive, massive place. And I got a text message today saying intended, it ain't set in stone, it ain't definitely, but it says that one of the doctors has retired. Hiya, Steve, how are you?
Hello, Steve, lad.
So yeah, so it transpires that one of the doctors has retired, and basically they're having problems because of the shortage of doctors recruiting another one to join the practice. So I think basically they're talking money wise, you know, they can't operate. I think they've only got 2 doctors. They were basically saying that they can't operate with just the 2 doctors. So they're thinking of merging with another practice. But wherever it is, it means we've got to travel further. So it asked us to fill this survey in.
So that means that chemists will probably be moving and all.
But most doctors nowadays have got a chemist attached to them.
Exactly.
So I was watching Crafty Leanie's live stream yesterday because Carla was on the panel with some ladies. They are playing in a game. I only watched half of it. I got to watch the rest. Oh, I can remember because she posted in the group. So yeah, so it were a bit of a sucker punch today, meaning that if they do merge with this other doctors, our surgery will cease to exist and it'll close down.
Turn it into a nightclub for young'uns.
So yeah, I mean, I can't say anything wrong about our surgery.
Except for woman receptionist that talks like that while you're on phone.
You know what I mean? The service that we've had is second to none. You know what I mean? So it's just a wait and see thing at the moment. You know, it's sort of not set in stone at the moment. It's just that they're thinking emerging with this other doctors or. That's my first ever time I saw Carla on a panel. She did well. So yeah. So it's just a case of waiting and seeing, really. But I was gutted. I'm Dad's home here, salon queuing time 1 hour. I'm not waiting an hour.
I want to get your hair just right.
I'm saying I want to go first.
Sorry, Tracy, looks like you're waiting an hour.
I ain't sitting about an hour waiting for him to do my hair. I'm going first. Hey, Johnny.
Just love.
It's all right. I've just been saying to everybody, Johnny. I had a text message come through. In fact, I can read it. I mean, I've got note to hide. Bet Carla's watching in the background. It says Norfolk Park Medical Practice is proposing to merge with Dovercourt Group Practice, including closing the Norfolk Park site and relocating to Dovercourt and Manor Top surgeries. Find out more and share your views. So obviously both me and Chris has both filled this questionnaire thing in, and saying that we think it's a bad idea, and it's basically
everybody's going to say that.
Yeah, it's like literally 2 minutes, and there is a lot, same as Chris says.
Always around here.
But yeah, well, there's like what's it across road, isn't there? And all that.
Tramstop.
Eh?
Tramstop.
Guildford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like Guildford. That's all like assisted living, and then a bit further down, there's some more like assisted living.
Always been a doctor's.
Yeah.
Always.
It says I'm okay. Still feeling a little gassy, poor cats.
Oh, Johnny's toilet back room.
Oh, Ian's drone's back.
Oh, is he back?
So yeah, so
no, you'd left me.
It's
I'm joking.
Same as Chris says. Not there is a lot of old people go to that surgery because basically it's surrounded by like assisted. Like they've got their independence, but there's a warden on hand if anything does go wrong.
Yeah.
So basically, we were sorted kids. So basically, it's predominantly a lot of old people. Now, same as Chris says, you think they're all not as lucky as what we are to have transport. So what happens if they move or they merge the surgery and move it somewhere else, then people have got to get transport to said surgery. So yeah, what I mean. It's a bit of a conundrum. They're blaming the shortage of doctors for the closure or proposed closure. So it's just a case of waiting and seeing, really. So yeah. So me and Tracy were chatting a bit earlier on. We're all set for tomorrow's baking live stream. We're just making a simple ginger sponge cake. So yeah, we might even be able to taste test it actually on the live stream. What?
Our live stream, it said in Lockdoor, didn't it? We were on panel.
Oh.
Wednesday, I think.
Oh dear. Anyway. So yeah, so basically we're doing a pretty simple cake tomorrow. So we might even get to taste test it actually while I'm still live.
Mm.
Well, I'll probably get you to taste test it anyway.
I'll taste test it.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice myself for it.
Yeah. What do you mean sacrifice yourself? I didn't want to think I was trying to poison him.
She's going to have it poison once. It should be for $1 million.
Yeah. If I were going to poison you, I'd have done it a long time ago.
That's not nice.
So yeah, so it's like a bish bash boss in tin in oven, job's a good one. There's no decorating, no nothing, so we can actually cut it while we're on the live stream and poison fellas off. Nah, I'm only joking.
She's not. She's not. I tell you.
But yeah, you know, I thought we'd do something simple. Because Laura's baking again with us tomorrow, so we're going to break her in gently. Oh dear. But I've printed some more recipes off today. Chris particularly wants me to I'll tell you what they're called. Lemon custard tea cakes. And they're just like sponge. Yeah. It's like a sponge mixture. Then you put some you make like a custard up and put some lemon curd in it, obviously tasting like lemon. You put a bit in the you put a bit of lemon curd mixture on top of the first lot of cake mix, and then it's you know, you put some more on top, and basically so you've got like a lemon custard filling. So looks like it's going to be a party in the chat tomorrow with everyone from Laurie's channel. So yeah, I think she was a bit nervous last week. I think that's sort of what put her off, because she had them technical difficulties at the beginning. But I tried to sort of reassure her. We all have these, you know, difficulties. And what?
Apparently, Chip is shutting.
So Chip is shutting now and all.
So no pub or Foxy shop, and Chip is shutting.
Huh?
And now no doctors.
Oh, Gordon Bennett.
Where am I going to get the Yorkshire fish cake from? No, that probably shutting down. I'm not having that.
It seems like, you know, we've got a Premier shop. I think Dentist has already closed down, because I've not seen that open for God knows how long. Hi, Simon.
Hello, Simon. Mr. Farron, how are you?
He says, I saw Chris in the car in the rain. Yeah, it was sort of queuing up at the Sheffield Arena.
Yeah, well, I wasn't queuing up. I waited
to stop. Yeah, it was sat in the car park.
I weren't getting wet.
But it did actually get the drone up earlier on, about, I don't know.
On Facebook.
Yeah. Like for the sunset.
Well, sort of a sunset.
Now, Brie weren't there. There were Jessica, and then there were Mukbangs and More. I think that's Zach. And her daughter came in as well.
Somebody says good, it's the worst doctor's going.
I mean, there ain't a lot round here, but it seems...
We used to have 5 pubs in Norfolk Park. There were 2 at top, 2 at bottom, 2 in middle, and 1 down here. They've all been replaced by bloody flats and houses.
Yeah. So yes. So well, I mean, we've got a doctor's, just about. There were a dentist that hadn't been open for God knows how long. A Premier shop and a chip shop. So if doctors are shutting and chip shops shutting, there's only going to be Premier shop.
We hardly go in that anyway, because it's crap.
Plus it's overpriced as well.
Yeah.
So when you
to the bees that Asda at 40p, they charge £1.20 for the same bloody thing.
But yeah, I mean, it makes sense to go to Asda because it's a lot cheaper.
Well, I bet if somebody else gets takes over that chip shop, because they're not just going to leave it empty, are they?
Well, no. I mean, it's a good little chippy.
It is. It's a top bloody, isn't it? I'll wait till I see you.
It does anyway, Wakey. Hi, Wakey, by the way.
Hello, Wakey.
Says it looks like you'll have to go to Tasda for your booze. It does anyway. Her
Don't know, mate. I didn't go that far. I only filmed church and that was it, and he started chucking it down, and I went back.
Oh no! What did two houses in Sheffield get struck by lightning?
I know a tree did. A tree got struck.
Tracy says when you had all the thunder on your last live on Tuesday, it was Tuesday when we were baking. When your show finished, we got it bad 2-2, and then I had two houses two houses got struck by lightning in Sheffield.
I know a tree got struck in Graves Park because somebody took a picture of it. It was still standing, but it nearly enough got sliced in half.
But yeah, I mean, Chris,
two houses.
After I closed the live stream down, Chris did a little video, and you can hear me in background, and he says this is what I recorded while Jeanette were doing a baking live stream. But yeah, and then Callum Rink Kitchen, he were filming on his phone as well. It were right humdinger that way. But I mean, it were like when he were out in car today. You could hear rain actually pelting down on top of the car. So, you know, so for better days, but by by all accounts, front weather forecast, it's going to be
I'm having a look on my app tomorrow.
A bit crappy all way to weekend.
If it's not raining in the morning, I'm off out.
Made a Yorkshire pud last night. Had to slide the shelf out from under it. That must have been some Yorkshire pudding then, Wakey.
So if I've got video too. Oh,
thunder and lightning. So obviously after we'd had it, it went up Tracy's way.
Oh, is it? Oh, guess what?
What?
Could possibly be going out tomorrow. But I've got to think of somewhere where I can go that I have filmed about 50 times already.
But don't forget Callum's at work in afternoon.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he to work in afternoon?
Yeah, he's going at the same time as he did today.
Oh.
He's sort of doing afternoon shift this week.
I'll not be going far anyway.
He went to college this morning, actually went in college, and then he come back, had something to eat, and quick.
Yeah, we had Elstones all, I'm glad.
Me and Nell had a bit of a feast, I bet, by size on it.
Oh,
By size on it. He says me and Nell had a bit of a feast.
I had to slide a shelf out from under it at the top of the oven. How big were that then?
And it must have been massive.
Well, I didn't put about here for some baking soda in it to help it rise. The baking powder. Or just chuck the whole lot in.
But yeah, these lemon custard tea cakes sound all right. They make 12, and you basically use a deep muffin tin. You know, you begin by making your custard. Obviously, you use custard powder. Roasting tin sized pud. Ooh.
Roasting tin.
So yeah, so we might do them actually next week. It's just like a sponge mixture, but you put so much in first. Put the lemon custard on top of your first lot, and basically you put rest of your sponge on top, so you've got like a custard centre. But yeah, as soon as Chris said lemon and custard, that were it. It were, you know,
that one.
It was sold, so to speak.
I want that one.
But I have sort of downloaded it's like a lemon meringue scone, and it's like your basic scone mixture, and you like a plain scone, but you fill it with lemon curd and break like a ready shop bought meringue on, yeah. So I was sort of a bit unsure about that one. None of these shop bought tasteless rubbish, bit of salt and pepper and a pinch of mustard powder.
Mustard powder? That's spoiling it way, killer.
Yeah, first time I've heard mustard powder in a Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, no. Any mustard, whatever it is, it's bar in our house, that.
Well, none of us like it, so we don't buy it.
Exactly. But if I can,
Oh, dear.
But, you know.
So yeah, because the one that we made. Oh, there were another one as well, Tracy. You might like this one. Caramel apple sheet cake, and it's like that's like a sponge, but you make like caramel frosting to put on top. So you use cinnamon in it, buttermilk, apples obviously, and it's like an apple sponge, but then you make like a caramel frosting for top. So that one, I thought, well, Tracy might enjoy that one. This is one that Amjad might like. Red velvet sheet cake. So basically, you actually make the red velvet, you know, the cake, and then it's like a cream cheese frosting. So basically, it's just like a cake similar to what we're making tomorrow, but it's red velvet, and then it's just like a cream cheese frosting on that one. So these are just a few that I've printed off today, and that red velvet sheet cake is actually a Martha Stewart.
Hey! It's Nicky Mouse saying!
Come to Mama right now, red velvet, yeah. But that's like a sheet cake, and that's sort of got a cream cheese frosting. And then the other one was, can you remember we were talking about triffins and the cross between a trifle and a muffin? So that was that one that I printed off. So they're basically a sponge. You core it with a little corer thing and then you put custard and jam in them, top them off with cream, and the trick is that you actually put 4 tablespoons of sherry in the cake mix.
No, you're barred.
So yeah, so you actually put 4 tablespoons of sherry in the oi.
That's me off Amjad's Christmas list.
So yeah, so it's basically cross between a trifle and a muffin. So they sound all right. I can imagine them being very Moorish. Sorry, these is in black and white, but I was trying to save ink. That's what we're making tomorrow. So that is actually what we're making tomorrow. Ginger sponge cake. So yeah, so you know, we've got a few in the pipeline, let's just say. But yeah, I thought as soon as I seen the red velvet sheet cake, I thought Amjad will be on like a carb on it on that one. But it's just like a sponge cake, but it's got red colouring in it, and it's got a cream cheese frosting. So, you know, right, I'm just adjusting my pillow cushion behind me. So yeah, so they a few of the goodies that's going to be baking. If it's got red in it, I'm down low. But the only reason why they call it red velvet is because it's got red food colouring in. Otherwise, it's just a sponge with cream cheese frosting on top on it. But it does say on it, let me just have a look what it says. There's a bit about the it says, with less food colouring than traditional recipes call for, this red velvet looks more like an elegant mauve velvet. The balance of cocoa powder, butter, sugar, eggs and sour cream gives it almost fudgy flavour. Swoops of tangy cream cheese frosting offset the cake's richness as well as its striking hue. Oh dear, I'm just still laughing about that Thursday night's live stream. So yeah, if you know it's like this, you know, if I come across a recipe that I think, you know, people might like, you know, I download it and then sort of I wait till I've got quite a few in hand and then I print them off, because I find it easier when we're doing the live stream rather than looking at my phone, you know, to have them printed out. Laughing hyena. So yeah, so I find it a lot easier to have them printed out and have them in front of me rather than sort of squinting and looking at my phone. That laughing video I did, I know, I can't believe. What can you have with a ginger cake? It just says an easy to make ginger cake that's sticky, sweet and subtly perfect tea time treat for the colder months. So it says once cool, cut into squares. You can have anything really, Tracy. Squirty cream, custard, ice cream, you know, anything really. You know, you can have anything. You serve it with anything. But it does say in tips as well, add a little extra ginger if you like your ginger cake quite tangy or spicy. So yeah, but it does only call for 1 teaspoon. But if you like it that bit spicier, then obviously add a bit more. So I agree with you there, Amjad. It were the best night ever. You know, and you know, we never stopped laughing for the whole 2 hours. The whole 2 hours we laughed. You know, but same as we've said, there's not many live streams out there nowadays where the whole chat and host and everybody laughed as much as we did that night.
Oh, great,
yeah. You know, it were basically every single person couldn't stop laughing. Hiya, Dr. Smith. How are you?
Doctor in the house.
But yeah, I don't think we'll ever be able to replicate that again, Amjad. You know what I mean? I think it were a one-off, and it were a good, fantastic night. Yeah. Same as I say, Tracy, it's like one of these that it's that adaptable. You could basically have it with anything. You know, it's one of them sort of things where you can basically have it with anything.
Excuse me.
But yeah. What was I going to say? I forgot now. I've got to clean my glasses. I'm going like misted up again. can't see a thing without my glasses, so you'll have to bear with me a minute.
Right, carry on talking about her. She can't see chat.
I think I'm as blind as a bat with our tongue. Right. Good idea, Tracy. Time for a Solero.
Oh, that's good. Might have a nice cream.
Oh dear, but yeah. The thing is, I like to, you know, the whole idea. The whole idea of my channel, or baking in particular, is, you see, another thing as well. I downloaded a Dr. Oetker recipe, and it was for a Prosecco cake. But the thing is, it's like a 3-layer cake, and you make like fresh strawberries, puree it, and then you add it to the buttercream. But then again, you have to make these shards, and I thought, as nice as it looks and probably as nice as it tastes, it does take a bit more skill than your average, your average baker. And that's the idea behind what I make. Is I like to think that people, I think she did watch some of it, Amjad, because I did tell her about it, and she said she was going to watch some of it. So, you know, I can do that easy for you. But yeah, the whole aim of my baking is to encourage other people to say, well, yeah, they look easy enough. I can make them.
Hello, Rich.
Hi, Richard. How are you? Yeah, right. Poor like a toupee. Oh dear. But yeah, that's the whole aim of my baking is, you know, it's to show people the fact that it's, I mean, I've not gone to college, I've not gone to university or anything. What I've learned is come with years of experience, you know, and watching my mum as a kid, you know what I mean? I've not been taught how to do it. It's just something that's come natural to me because I love to do it, if that makes sense. And the thing is that when
What's your napper?
I think it means it.
Oh, that.
It's as crazy as they ever were, Richard.
Oh, my mate.
So yeah, you know what I mean. It's just the fact that I love baking, and when Tracy first come on board, once she were nervous, two, she'd baked, but it were trying to give her confidence and saying, well, you know, you've had it in you all this time. You just need to get the confidence to do it, if that makes sense. You know, and if I can just get one person to bake.
Dingles are playing, aren't they?
Oh, Gordon Bennett.
I forgot about Dingles.
If you're wondering who is on about with Dingles, it's Barnsley.
Dingles are in playoffs.
And they've got fans in as well. So, yeah, so, you know, my aim is, you know, if I can just get one person, I mean, like Tracy's on board on a Tuesday. Now we've got Laurie. You know, she says she cooks, but it's not very often she bakes. And it's sort of, it warms me cockles that,
dear.
you know, I've give Tracy that confidence to come on a live stream, not only just to come on a live stream, but to bake on a live stream.
He's losing 1-0.
Oh dear. And now, because Laurie's come on board, you know, she said last week I was nervous and you know, everything was going wrong. And I kept saying, trick is just calm down, take a deep breath, and you'll be all right. You know, Chris will tell you, when I first started doing the baking lives, I was nervous. I was nervous as hell, weren't I?
Oh, yeah.
Really, really nervous. But as the weeks progressed, I sort of settled in a bit and I got more, you know, more confidence. Oh my God, that Wednesday night when it came out. Yeah. Richard said it was rough as the maddest tadger. Oh dear. That's one way of putting it anyway, Richard. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, if I could, I mean, like Amjad loves to bake. You know, I like to think that, you know, well, people say that they can't bake, but yeah, anybody can bake. No, I'm not taking your Friday night slot.
Good. The bar from doing so. Even though I didn't go live last Friday because I felt like crap.
But anyway.
Never mind. But I'm using the OBS this Friday. I might even try it later. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's sort of giving the OBS a whirl again.
Well, it's something to do with that monitor. I don't know what's up with it. It didn't work with that monitor, but I tried it on here yesterday and it was fine. No worries. So God knows.
But yeah, you know what I mean. If but this is it, Tracy. Same as I say. I mean, you were nervous when you fit. Sod off. No, I didn't. As I said.
No, you said same as I said.
Anyway, when Tracy first started baking on a live stream, you know, she was nervous. It's like you've got into your stride now. You know, nothing phases you. Yeah. Like when we did, I forgot where it were. It says it's tiled window edge. When you forgot to put that thing in our says, oh, don't panic. Just, you know, it's a good job you realise before you put anything. I think it was that where we used strawberries in. What did we use strawberries instead of?
Pears.
No, that
pears.
It was that. It was like strawberry sponge, and then it was like got a custard in the middle, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
said it was pears.
You know, and Tracy says, "Oh, I forgot to put this in." And I says, "Don't panic. Just, you know, at least you've sort of realised before you put other, you know, layer on it." I says, "All I'd do is put it in and just mix it up into, you know," and it worked out all right. My mum and auntie's friend dropped some cupcakes round and Biscoff brownies. Oh.
Where's my boy?
But you know what I mean? The trick is not to panic, because that's the worst thing you could do is panic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've done it time or two, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've forgot to add things. So it's a natural thing. It says there's some still in the kitchen. That means you've got to go all the way down to London just to get some cupcakes. But yeah, the thing is not to panic. Don't panic. And that, but yeah, I mean, I've got right to end, Tracy, and I've looked over and I've had something left, and I'm thinking, why have I got that? And I said, oh crap, I should have put it. You know what I mean? But it's like what's done's done. You can't change it. But panicking's only gonna, and then you work yourself up into even more panic state, you know what I mean? And before long you're having a meltdown. But it's like this, there's always an answer out there for it, you know what I mean? So send one in post. I better be a bit squished by the time it gets here. But that's one of the main reasons why I was trying to calm Laurie down last week, because she was starting to panic. She couldn't get her laptop to work, and I said, the main thing is just don't panic.
Oh God! I'm not good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Hi, Jay. Oh dear. But yeah, we're talking about baking, Jay, and I says the main thing is just don't panic, because you get yourself worked up. And
I've just put it in a big box.
Our bigger box.
Big enough so it don't get squished.
So yeah, but anyway, so Chris went out with he only went outside with drone, took it up, took a picture of the sunset, and that were it. Come back in my head.
What about your head?
Yeah, I don't panic when Chris is baking. Well, he don't bake. It's a good job I don't bake all that often. Then I'm Jad. Jay. But I must say, Jay, that he is quite a competent baker. It's just that he chooses not to bake.
Well, why bother when you've got a baker that's over here? Why bother bake yourself?
Oh dear.
Somebody else could do it.
Well, that's your attitude all over, mister.
Too damn right.
But I'm sure people would like to see Chris baking. Hey, Gordo's here.
Gordo.
So Gordo bakes. Gordo cooks. So, it's not beyond the realms that men do bake and cook. Excuse me. That's that coffee.
Yeah, I've had mine ages ago.
I know. But yeah, we'll get him on one at Baking Stream one of these weeks.
Huh.
Did you hear that? It just went. I bet you'll be up front row tomorrow when we're taste testing.
Too damn right. I'll be there front at you.
Yeah, it'll be there like a rat out of an aqueduct.
I'll say, come on, Laurie, Tracy, give me yours and all. I'm going to taste yours.
Well, unfortunately, that won't be possible.
Why?
Because Laura's in America, isn't she?
Well, she's going to have to move to England then, isn't she? You've got to move to England if you're watching this in the future.
Gordo says, I only cook because it's safer than the wife's cooking.
All right, mate, all good.
Yeah, he says it feels all right.
All
right. But, I'm sure people won't mind watching Pixie baking. I keep saying, you ought to mix things up, when you do a bit of baking or cooking, stuff like that. Amjad says sometimes on Friday in the salon at college I do a lot of dancing. Oh, Gordo's had a new sofa.
He must have somebody, that boy. He's always buy stuff.
But
he's having his supper. What is it? Giant Yorkshire pudding?
It probably leftovers. But you know, it's sort of what we do in our house. Chris cooks and I bake. You know what I mean?
I eat them both.
And he eats both.
I don't wonder why I've got a big tummy.
Mind you, although we hadn't had to cook today because we had a chippy tea.
Yeah, somebody else cooked it.
Yeah.
I still ate it.
But, you know.
Small fish and chips.
Yeah.
Is that why he's thinking to get rid of his stock? So he's giving everybody extra.
I can read Wakey's mind. That's just leftover Yorkshire pudding. He went, right, Jeanette. There you go. See?
There you go.
I know him better than what he thinks I do. But yeah, I had a text message earlier on saying his doctors are shutting. Chris is in one like local groups, and apparently
Chippy's
shutting and all. And we've got like a little small dentist. See you later, Wakey.
See you later, Wakes.
He says, to be fair, our old sofa are at least 30 years old and need a replacing. Well, it's a good job you got a new one then, Gordo, innit? But yeah, you know, it's only like a small dentist, but Shutters dentist at Norfolk Park Dentist.
Oh, yeah.
But Shutters has been down for God knows how long, and there's a notice on Shutters, so I ain't sort of got out and had a look. But I'm Low Edges.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that's shut down. Yeah, that's the thing, Gordo. You know what I mean? It served you well for 30 years.
Yeah, but what were they doing on it for 30 years? It's going long. That's what's making me wonder.
You know, then I had a text message earlier on that possibly doctors are shutting down. It's a massive doctors. You know what I mean? But apparently one of the doctors has retired and they can't find a replacement. I can't wait to see you ladies in London in the salon and ladies' night at mine. Will they let all us descend on your salon at college, Amjad? That's the thing. Well, put it this way. Chris has got all her legs and Callum has, but neither of them met it all. I mean, he says it was third hand when we had it. I only have a fish.
Third hand settee when you had it, and it was how long? 30-year-old? What were you then, about 50-year-old?
Roll out the red carpet and all the fanfare to go with it. Sugar dumps.
Trumpet squeeze.
No, we don't want all that, Amjad. We just want his hair doing. Oh dear. But yeah, so it looks like everything's going to dogs. The only thing that we'll have left is a Premier shop, and that were a pub before it were a Premier shop, weren't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, there'll not be a deal left once doctors. Mind you, I suppose somebody will bite doctors, I suppose. But it just seems. I managed to get the new sofa in the back of the car. Took 3 trips though, but it went in there. You know what they always say, Gordo, where there's a will, there's a way. Some nice candle melts. Yeah, we want to be in the zen, don't we, Tracy? We've got to be in the zone. you know, all nice and relaxed after his facial and his spa, and somebody's wanting to come on my knee. Hiya, Ian. How are you?
Hello, Ian.
So I've got my co-host. This is Benny. So, oh, by the way, Ian, we've got some stickers now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could do a sticker swap next time we come over your way, rather than wait for you to send them through post.
Still having no cake.
So yeah, so me and Chris have both had some stickers done now. So we're gonna have to get on because Chris has got to send some to Australia. Moss 42.
America.
Who else? Oh, Kevin wants some.
Grandpa Kevin.
Yeah, Grandpa Kevin wants some. One of each.
I think Johnny wants some.
Yeah. Gordo says should have seen us trying. Yeah, it were like Chuckle Brothers. Oh dear. He's a bit camera shy, that's why he's not facing the camera, by the way. Can't decide what shade of blonde I should do Bella's hair. Does it have a cake on it? No. Baby.
What?
Just grab my stickers is over there somewhere on the sofa. I'll give Ian a sneak peek.
I'll get mine.
Yeah. Chris has gone a bit posher than me, though.
I'm gonna snazzy.
Yeah.
Mine costs more. I'm not tight.
Steve says, I'm John. If you need a logo for your hair salon, let me know. Okay, I will do you an intro for your hair cutting channel. Mine's on that sofa over there.
Oh, right in front of the table.
So no, mine's nothing fancy. Chris's is fancy because he's had them on gold. But I've just had your bog standard, your bog standard sticker.
Can't one then?
You
want me to, aren't you, boy?
Trick is, Benny, not to fall off. It's all right, it's got down on my knee. So yeah, yeah, because you've cut some off. So yeah, they mine, Ian. And all it says is Jeanette Pickering on it. So yeah, mine are just simple with Jeanette Pickering on it. And these are posh because the pixies look. So yeah, he's gone for the posh shiny ones, look. So he's already cut a strip off because he's put some in for Moz, I think. Yeah, so Moz. Yeah, he's gone for the more posh ones, and I've just gone for plain old. So he says you can't get any simpler than mine. 2 letters, 1 colour. But yeah, so yes, he's gone for the more snazzy one.
I like mine.
Oh God. Steve says, are you going to do Brazilian cuts for the ladies? No. Answer to that one, Steve. So yeah, so next time we're down your way, which hopefully won't be too. He lives in Warrington near Bella.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Where does he live?
No,
I thought you were talking to me. No. But yeah, next time we're down in, which hopefully June sometime. We'll pop some in for you.
Oh, I'm getting a message from Gordo.
Oh. So yeah, so we've been asking. We've been asked several times, have you got any stickers? Have you got any stickers? So we bit the bullet and decided That is a design by Steve Essex, by the way. Mine is. Both mine and Chris's logo have been designed by Steve Essex. A wash, cut and blow dry and a facial in the spa for the ladies. There you go. So
I'm gonna forward your
no Brazilians involved. Oh dear.
I've sent you Godot sofa.
Okay.
I sent it Jay Godot. Still in. Typing me a message. You got all that in his Mondeo.
That's all I've got.
What?
I managed to get all of that in the Mondeo. That's all I got.
Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, it's forwarded wrong message, Gordo. Who can I watch? Ooh, very nice. We could do with something like that.
Yeah. Well, we did have one like
that. But no, it's going to be of the, haircut, Steve, nothing untoward. So yeah. No funny business, let's just say.
No jiggy with it. On his Xbox.
I haven't heard from her. Don't type facial in Google. That's it.
Oh, dear.
I spoke to her yesterday, and she weren't very well at all. So she said she was going to ring the doctors today, but I've not heard from her at all today. And basically, I says, go and get it sorted, get into your doctors as soon as possible. She were having trouble with her ears. Doctor gave her some antibiotics. It cleared it up, but as soon as she stopped antibiotics, it come back with a vengeance. So basically, I says, well, that don't sound right. And it's like a bad ear, but it's also giving a ringing in her ear. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a really bad head and dizziness and feeling sick. And I says, it don't sound good. Get off to doctors. So I haven't heard from her at all. And I'm really worried because I normally speak to her on a daily basis, but I haven't heard from her at all today. So yeah. So I might message her in a bit and see if she's okay. But Little's been poorly as well. So I think it's like took a bit of a toll on her, as well as, with other things that she's got going off as well. So I don't expect to come in, I don't expect anybody to come in when they're poorly, you know what I mean? And that's the reason why when I feel a bit under weather, I don't go live. When all's said and done, at the end of the day, as health is more important than anything. And, we all suffer from chronic. Hiya, Alexander. How are you?
Alexander Smith.
Yeah.
Hello, Alexander.
We all suffer from these chronic illnesses, and it takes its toll. You know what I mean? And when I'm not, same as I says to Chris, when I'm not feeling right and I'm not feeling well, I can't sit here in front of a camera, laughing and joking and making out everything's all right when it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. This shoulder has been absolutely caning me, but it's not as bad as what it has been. You know what I mean? It's still there, but it's not as bad as what it has been. And it's like all way across bottom of my back. I mean, even through my top now, I can put my hand on my back and it's red hot. I can feel how hot it is through my top. And it's same like it goes from one shoulder to other. And it feels hot to touch. So it's just one of these things that you have to put up with. You know, it could be worse. You know, there's other people worse off than what I am. So I'll just show Alexander as new stickers what's come. They mine. Let the camera focus a bit. They my stickers. Just you know, my name and you know, logo and everything. And Chris has gone a bit more posh than what I have, and these is sorry if it's glaring at you, but yeah, trying to tilt it at an angle where it don't. They Chris's. Obviously, it says Pixie's channel on it. So
Right on top.
yeah, I'm just trying to sort of. I keep trying to tilt it so that obviously we're being like gold. He says, "Wow, they're different." Yeah, he's gone for the oval shape, and obviously I just went for bog standard round ones. So both got stickers now. So yeah, he got to outdo me and go for the posh ones. So it's he's got some to post off to Australia. We've got some to post off to America. Good job, I've got a big sitter envelopes in. Yeah, all fancy pixies. So yeah, I've got a 50 pack of envelopes. Not that we're gonna post 50 labels off, you know, stickers off, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, he wanted to go on better than me, Alexander. He wanted to go on fancy side. So I says, well, you know, there's no fancy about my channel, there's no fancy about myself. I'll just have, you know, bog standard round white ones. You know, so yeah, it does same trick, except his is a bit more fancy than mine. So I'm just remembered I'm going to be a bit late on Saturday's live stream because my cousin's sister, aka Olive's, coming for dinner. Well, it's all right. I'm glad it's on Chris's channel this week. Yeah, he had to outdo you as usual. Yeah. It's all right. I'm just going to get my iron brew.
Free.
No, it ain't free. How much is it to send a letter in England? What price for a first class stamp? No idea.
No idea.
Can't remember.
It used to be 2p, but it's gone up since then.
Well, what we tend to do is we get Where
are you from, Doctor? In America?
Yeah. It's basically for a first class here in England, I think is it about 60 odd p, and that's just for a first class letter in locally.
I'm using Mr. Google.
Oh, he's Googling it.
It's on a go slow. Why US ships the US to the UK compared to US?
That's from US to UK.
Yeah, that's what we want. $10.99. Bloody hell. Get everything you want.
That's shipping
US.
from America.
Yeah, that's where he wants. That's where he lives, isn't it?
It's 50 cents here. Well, what's 50 cents? I think it's about 63p for a first class stamp.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be first class stamp all the way to America, is
Well,
it?
no, but you'd have to take it. What we'd have to do is like when.
Post office and that.
Gordo says they stopped using carrier pigeons a long time ago.
I'll send drone over.
Locally, I think first class, because you see, we've got like two classes. Got first class, I think is about 60 odd p, and I don't know how much second class are, but we normally find that if we buy a book of stamps, it works out cheaper.
Hey, we've got Dr. Alexander Smith and Dr. Smith.
But
I don't want something 8B just because it's the same surname. Well, it says, I mean, local.
yeah, well, Alexander Smith's in Scotland and Dr. Smith's in America. we know it's not the same person. He says hello, cousin Alexander. But yeah, you know, I can't remember individually because it's a long time since we bought an individual stamp. We tend to buy a book, which in long run works out cheaper. But you know, it's. I mean, I can remember, like same as Chris says, I can remember when a first class stamp were about 25p. And then it's gone up and up and up, but the postal service hasn't improved.
No.
But they keep putting price stamps up and everything. So yeah, it's a bit, you know, bit disheartening, and all this, you know, there were pictures sort of filtering through at Christmas where they were all like parcels and everything piled up in sorting office at post office or Royal Mail, as you know, as it's known. You know, things that, you know, they just got a backlog. I have distant relatives on Burnt Island in Fife. Ooh. But yeah, Chris keeps saying that he's going to visit Scotland, Wales, and Ireland for the drone footage. So yeah, I agree with you there, Gordo, and that's another reason why I don't know how much individually first class stamp is. It's like when most of our like Christmas cards, I send them in post, and hence the reason why we buy a you know, a book of stamps. Letter writing is a lost art. I agree with you there. It's been overtook by technology. You know, same as Dr. Smith, same as Gordo said. You know, nobody sends letters these days. You know, I can remember as a kid, having pen pals. You know, when it were like, you'd send them a letter, and you know, the anticipation of waiting for a letter to come for you, and knowing it were coming from somewhere. I think I got a pen pal in France. Oh, well, Chris has had his second one today, and I had mine a few weeks ago. So I'm all up to date, and Chris is now as well.
Yep.
But you know, it is. It's nobody writes these days. Yeah. I mean, I saw an advertisement. Exactly, Dr. Smith. I mean, when I were younger, I got this pen pal. I used to, you know, about 6 pages long, and then you'd get your mum to send it off, and you were sort of counting days down till you got a reply back. You know what I mean? It's the same with books. Everything is electronic. But it's like I've seen an advertisement on telly. Graham Norton's jumping on bandwagon, and he's done like a Audible or whatever it's called, where he actually reads books, you know, and people download them and then listen to them. You know, who'd go in a bookstore and buy a book now when they know that they ain't got to sit there flicking through pages, and you know, they've just got to listen to it. You know, a lot of, I can't see a lot of these bookshops survive. We still get a letter from Billet all the time. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's I'm not a big book reader, but I used to when I were younger, and it were one of them cases where if it was that enthralling, you couldn't put it down. And I used to sort of try and stay up late, you know, and under thing with torch and whatever, so my mum and dad didn't know I was still reading this book. You know what I mean? Because you sort of you got to a part, and it was sort of like getting a bit you know, where you can't put it down, so you've got to carry on reading it. It's same as Gordo says, it's like everything else. It's a dying art, and when you've got sort of everything, you know, technology's taking over. But yeah, I mean, it's like you start off with you know, beginning, and you get a few pages in, and same as Chris says, after a bit you lose interest. Sorry guys, I've got to blow my nose again. So yeah, you know what I mean, it is we used to call it Jackanory when I was a kid. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's like everybody's jumping on bandwagon, you know, even Graham Norton, you know, I'm on Audible, and you know, library full of books, and basically they think people are going to be more interested because it's an actor or an actress or a celebrity reading the stories. But if the story's no good, it don't matter who reads it. You know what I mean? It's got to be a good story, otherwise people aren't going to listen. But I can remember Jackanory, Gordo, if it helps.
Story, Jackanory.
You know what I mean? I think they did try to revive it at one point, Jackanory, but it's like, you know, it's like everything else. They couldn't get the audience.
It's not high school, it's big school.
Well, columns were called at high school, weren't it? Were called
big school.
Yeah.
No, it were called a lot of other things, but it weren't unrepeatable on here.
They're called academies now.
Yeah. Academy is my arse.
Oh, but this is the thing, Amjad. You know what I mean? Like somebody sitting there reading a book to you, no matter whether it's a celebrity or Joe Blogs next door, it's got to be something interesting, or people are just going to turn off. I'm hooked on biographies these days. I quite like biographies as well. You know what I mean?
I remember last time I read a book.
That's another reason why I like true crime documentaries, because it intrigues me. Gordo says, I can't remember the last time I read a book. No, Facebook don't count.
Sorry.
But yeah, you know, I don't know. True crime interests me. You know what I mean? Are people sort of think they can get away with murder, and how they come unstuck, and how they find out, you know, all that sort of thing.
Like you say, if it were a good subject,
Yeah.
that you're interested in, and somebody's reading it to me, I don't know, via Audible or what have you, then I might listen to it. But I couldn't sit down for a few hours or what have you, physically reading a book, because even if it were
You get the thing is, you get distracted.
Yeah.
Something had happened and you'd put it down, and then you've lost your mojo, sort of thing.
It's just like that when Jay sent me all that stuff at A2COC. I was reading it off her ear.
Yeah.
I forgot everything in the first 3 pages by the time I got to the 15th page. But no stuck in.
But the thing is, it's one of them things. It's like you were learning to do something, and you knew there were a means to an end, and you knew that you were going to get that certificate at end of it. Yeah. So you had to persevere with it, even though, same as you said, you know, things that you learned, by the time you got to end of it, you forgot what you'd learnt it first bit, and it's just a case of getting it to stick, if you know what I mean.
It's like that because that UAVO, that course that I did it with, when he's doing it via video, in a video format, it seemed to stick in more than it did when I was reading it myself, if that makes sense.
What's Razzle? I've never even heard of that one.
Razzle.
But the thing is, Alexander says YouTube is a library, so you don't need a manual. But it's like Chris says, there's not much now that isn't on YouTube. Funny thing is, I bought what they call, I'll show it you, it's here somewhere on my table. Now this, and no, it's not a butt plug, it's a cupcake corer. Now I hadn't got a clue how to use it. It just comes stuck on a piece of card, and that's it. You know, there were no instructions on what to do or how to use it. And all I did was type into YouTube how to use a cupcake corer, and it come up with exactly the same thing, and it's shown you how exactly to use it. So, you know, it does have its uses, because I hadn't got a clue, and I thought, what the heck? How do you work this thing? You know what I mean? And it weren't till I watched Razzle, is that a Scuddy magazine with half-naked girls, Gordo? Hiya, Frugal, how are you?
Frugal,
but yeah, it's a mucky mag. Alexander were right. But yeah, until I sort of actually looked on YouTube, I hadn't got a clue how it worked. But, you know, you'd be amazed at the, you know, the stuff that you can actually find on YouTube. You know, and because this is from a company called Thaler, and they do like baking trays, everything basically to do with baking, ingredients, cakes, decorations, you name it. and all I did was type in YouTube how to use the Thaler cupcake corer, basically to do, and it was there, and there were a tutorial on how how to use it. So yeah, you know what I mean. And it's like there's not a lot now. I mean, and Chris, when he's sort of having problems or stuff.
Keep the monkey on your legs so you don't spit up.
Yeah, but this is the thing. There's not much on that isn't on YouTube. On, you know, like if he's not too sure about functions of his drone, etc., he just types it in YouTube, and somewhere in the annals of YouTube, there's always how to do that particular thing. Yeah, and Amjad says he looked on YouTube for instructions for a strip light on his bed. But this is the thing, Amjad, that cupcake Cora, all it did was it come on a piece of card in about 10 different languages, but it didn't actually tell you how to use it. And I'm thinking, well, I'll look like a right pillock if I don't know actually how to use it. I bought the thing and I don't know how to use it. So that's it. That's all I did. I typed in how do you use a cupcake, Tala cupcake Cora, and there were no end. There were no end of videos. So now I've got the you know, the confidence that I know how to use it, and that's all down to YouTube. So, you know, I mean, there's not a lot that you can't find out from YouTube, let's just say. Just you to lower tone.
What?
But I mean, I don't know about you, Amjad, but same as I said, that just come on a card. It were in about 10 different languages, but it don't actually tell you how to use it.
And they're normally that small that you can't really read them anyway.
Well, that's it. But the thing is, unless you're, let's just say, a professional baker, then it's to me, it was just like a bit of plastic and I didn't know how to use it. Is there a video on how to play football for Blades players?
Hey, we beat Everton on the night.
Hey, I tell you, yeah, they did. They beat Everton last night.
I really well as well.
Right, I had a notification, and you know this, whatever his name is, apparently is the number one.
Oh, Jefferson.
No, Slab.
Oh,
yeah.
You're wankadick.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, this manager, but Jovanovic or something, Chris says his name is in Belgian league or something, but he said he will only sign on one condition, that he gets the backing from the board for any any transfers. So that's the condition, but that's what Chris Wilder didn't get. He didn't get the backing from the board to bring in new players and everything. But he says they're after him, but they said that there's conditions behind, you know, I'll sign
as long as I get this.
And he'll sign on one condition, that it gets free rein on bringing players in that he wants to bring in.
That's how it should be.
So basically, I don't know, you know, basically the ball's in their court now, if you know what I mean. So basically, you know, it's sort of, watch this space. But it did say that the board have said they want them back up into the Premier League next season.
I bet you any money.
And basically,
they announced the new manager last game of the season
but
at Bramall Lane.
yeah. So anyway, same as I say, I did say it then. They did say they want a manager that's capable of taking them back up into the Premier League. They think he's the guy for the job, but his condition on signing for the manager's job is that he gets free reign to bring any players in. So, hiya, Laurie, how are you?
Hello, Laurie.
You know, my electric controlled wax burner, it controls through a smart plug. I didn't know how it worked, but YouTube's the best for the setup pipe. But this is it, Amjad. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying, you know, YouTube's a bad thing, but what in the, you know what I mean? It's the best. It's the best instruction manual going, because it actually physically shows you how to use a product and how to, you know. So yeah, you're looking forward to tomorrow night, Laurie. Chris has volunteered to be my taste tester. I don't know whether you're going to rope your other half into being your taste tester.
Send it via letter, Laurie. Send it in post, I'll taste it.
Yeah, Chris says send it in post, Laurie. He'll taste test yours if you like.
Well, Laurie, you can't have none of yours until ours gets here.
I won my bid on the Now. Oh, I'll be there. I won my bid on the Now albums on eBay. I've got Now 13, Now Dance 86, Rap Tradden. Ooh.
49 with the postage is not bad for.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is.
Hey, Johnny's done.
So is Johnny going to be Tracy's taste tester? It is just a plain ginger sponge, Johnny. So, you know, Chris is going to be my taste tester. So yeah, we've got. What?
Is it ready yet?
He says, is it ready yet? It's like, good job, Johnny, will do. But the thing is, same as Laurie says, it's just a straightforward sponge and everything.
Hey, we've got Johnny 6 in.
Johnny 6?
Oh, he does Johnny 6. Red 5.
Laurie says she's so looking forward to that cake.
It's covered in a decent.
I bet any money Laurie's going to be a taste tester for hers. We'll see.
Wave it in his face and he's like,
it's just a bog standard sponge cake, ginger sponge cake. That's it. No fancy toppings. No, you know, nothing. Just, you know, Tracy can cut you like a little. Who's Johnny 6? Oh my God. You're a Johnny 5+1. Hey, grown an extra leg, Johnny. Oh dear.
You know.
I'll tell you what it is, Laurie. I'll just Google it for you. Oh, I've got itchy nose. Oh, she's tempting him now with ice cream. corn syrup. So yeah, it says
It's a new and improved version of Johnny Five.
it's a blend of corn syrup, high fruit. Right, let me just have a look. What is the US equivalent of no, that one's not right.
I don't like to brag.
Oh dear. Right. I'm trying to sort it for you, Laurie. It says, what is the American equivalent of golden syrup? Oh, no, it's wanting me to sign in Facebook or whatever.
What are you looking for?
Have you got a Trader? Have you got a Trader Joe's? It says you can get it at Trader Joe's.
Golden syrup is what I use, Laurie.
Corn syrup is slightly thinner than golden syrup, though generally we've found that you can substitute corn syrup. So if you can get your hands on some corn syrup, that is a or you can substitute it with honey as well. Yeah, it's basically, oh, pardon me. I'll show you a picture, Laurie, and then you'll be able to make your mind up. So, let me just. I'll just turn me like me brightness down, and then I'll be able to show it you. It does look like corn syrup and golden syrup are the same thing. I'm trying to get a good image of it. See, that's our golden syrup, Laurie. I don't know whether you can see that or not. It's all right, my phone's decided to go all over it, shan't. So basically, that is our golden syrup.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Basically, that's all right. I'm trying to. That it's a very light. Oh, sugar.
Or is it just my computer that's froze?
So yeah, it's corn syrup. I'll just show you a big. Basically, that's it, Laurie. Look, it's a very light, sticky syrup. So it does say that corn syrup, golden syrup, it's all, it's all similar. Oh, we don't have that here. I will use Cairo. It's a corn syrup. Well, that's just as good, Laurie. So you're all good to go. Yeah, it's that's the difference in sort of, it's like cornstarch, what you call cornstarch, we call corn flour. Now that's a thickening agent here in the UK. I mean, we're not using it, don't worry, I'm not sort of trying, but it's like what you call cornstarch, we call corn flour. It's and you like call heavy cream. We don't call it heavy cream, we call it double cream. And over the years and the recipes that I've downloaded over the years, you get to sort of, translate, let's say. Yeah, I saw that as well, Gordo. It says another alternative is maple syrup. All on similar sort of basis, you know what I mean? Yeah. You guys are weird. And it's sort of doing these recipes and sort of trying to translate. You see, what you call molasses, we call black treacle. You know what I mean? And I didn't know this till recently. Okie dokie then, Amjad. Have a nice night and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. So until recently, because I don't use a lot of black treacle in my baking, but I saw this recipe and I thought molasses. And then in brackets, it says black treacle. And I thought, aha. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, well, where can I get some molasses in UK? And then when I seen this recipe and it says molasses and then in brackets it says black treacle, I went, penny finally dropped. Molasses is black treacle. So I thought, duh. This sort of, there's not a lot that I haven't learnt over the years, sort of, what is English version of the American, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's like, they're all on similar sort of basis, but they've just got different names, if that makes sense. But I mean, it's certain sort of, right, let me just have a look at this one. But the thing is that there's another one, there's another one here. It says, because it's a caramel apple sheet cake, right? So it gives the ingredients in cups, but it also gives it in grams. And now if it comes up with just cups or sticks or whatever, I Google it and I put it in grams. So what's half and half? It says half a cup or 118 mils of half and half or heavy cream. Now, I know heavy cream is double cream. Ha, 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 ha. Have you ever made fudge? No, but I've been asked several times to I've got a recipe for a white fudge with red cherries. Now, that's another thing. The recipe is American and it says candied cherries. And I'm thinking, candied cherries? So I Googled it and they're basically glacé cherries. So the Americans call them candied cherries, but we call them, oh, Laurie says she has a microwave fudge recipe that is to die for. So yeah, that's the first time I've come across half and half. What's that? Is it what we call whipping? Because we've got like single cream, whipping cream, and double cream. I haven't got a clue. But that, you know, I'm thinking, yeah. Now confectioner's sugar, in our terms, that's icing sugar. But yeah, that one sort of threw me for a loop when it says half and half. I'm thinking, what's half and half? I've not come across that one before. I'll show you the picture of the fudge that I when I can find it. We have Cool Whip. I don't think we've got that. I think Cool Whip in UK terms is like Angel Delight, what we call Angel Delight. But I did get asked about this one, and it's a white chocolate one as well. This is the one, I think. White chocolate cherry fudge. So that's the picture of it, look. You see? Now that is condensed milk, that's white chocolate, and that's glacé cherries. So
yeah, I can see that.
20 minutes prep time.
So what's
It says this creamy white fudge is dotted with striking glimmers of candied cherries. Now I thought to myself when I read that, candied cherries. I'm thinking, what's candied cherries? But the more I looked at it, it's basically there's just glacé cherries, what we call glacé cherries. But it says a cup of. It says 1 cup of chopped candied cherries. Now I'm thinking, now what the heck is candied cherries? But the more I looked at the picture, and I thought they're just glacé cherries. Oh, chocolate peanut butter fudge. Now Chris is not a fan of peanut butter.
Still got some covered from last time you had it.
So yeah, so that's one of the fudge recipes that I've got. I forgot what. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here looking through my phone. But yeah, I think I come across the microwave one. But yeah, I mean, when all said and done, there you go. Laurie said squirty cream is called Ready Whip here. There you go. Does that answer your question, Gordo? But the thing is, doing what I do and baking and everything, you sort of got beyond the ball. Because see, I made this mistake that in early days I made like a mousse, and it were like half chocolate mousse and half white chocolate mousse. And I basically, it said whipping cream. Now, I used our version of whipping cream and it won't whip, it won't thicken up. Little did I know that I should have used what you call heavy cream, which is our double cream. Did it with double cream, which treat, you know, no problems whatsoever. And this is what I say, you know, you learn from your mistakes. I made some banana and peanut butter cookies for Doggy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Save me some.
You'll be barking next.
I'll try them.
But yeah, it's sort of getting to know. You see the recipe that I sent you, Laurie. That is an English recipe, hence the reason why it's in grams and ounces. But yeah, corn syrup, maple syrup, you know, it's all one of the same, if you know what I mean. You won't stand a chance with Ronnie. Oh dear. I'm on about Ronnie. Yeah, can you imagine you and Ronnie fighting for this dog biscuit?
No, that's what I said. You'll distract him while I be calling.
It'd sit on you. I say, he'll sit on you.
But he's bigger than me when he stood up.
I bet. Who's Ronnie? It's Cordo's black German Shepherd. Beautiful.
Oh, it's funny.
Beautiful.
Yes, and still don't look on the old dog story.
Yeah, we've not had any. I'll just have a look, see if I've got a picture of Ronnie Pickering. No, I ain't got a picture. I thought I had.
Hang on, I sent you a picture of Ronnie. I'm sure of it.
Let me just have a look on Messenger. Oh dear. Yeah, Chris will have to send it me. But yeah, he's a lovely, lovely black German Shepherd. Lovely, lovely dog.
Let's see if I can find it. I just put his glasses on.
But yeah, Ronnie is the dog.
Send it all.
So yeah, this is Ronnie, by the way, everyone. Gorgeous dog. That is Gordo's dog. That's Ronnie. Lovely dog. And this is Ronnie again. Look, looking cool in his shades. We're thinking about it, Tracy, but most of them that we look at in these rescue places aren't good with cats. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, Laurie. Absolutely gorgeous.
That's that video I made.
Oh,
everybody was saying, "Oh,
oh dear.
You know Ronnie Pickering?"
Yeah, well, I mean, Laurie's probably scratching her head and thinking, "Who the ex Ronnie Pickering?" We see our last name obviously is Pickering.
Watch that video, Laurie, and you'll know what I mean.
So yeah, so that link that Chris has put in is supposedly a big wannabe.
Wannabe.
Yeah, wannabe gangster type of thing.
Somebody's actually banged him out, apparently.
But yeah, you know, it's a long road. You know, we're not rushing into no, Tracy. We'd like a dog, but ideally we want a puppy, but they mega moolah, if you know what I mean. So you know, we're sort of still looking at the moment. But that's Gordo's dog. That's Ronnie.
Oh,
absolutely gorgeous. So
Wonderful dog.
we're going down to Gordo's and we're kidnapping him.
Yeah. We're not kidnapping Gordo.
No, we're just kidnapping
Ronnie.
Ronnie. We're just kidnapping Ronnie. You know, I'll be getaway drive. I'll be lookout. I'll let Chris. Yeah. Gordo says I'll send you some pics of Ronnie Tracy. Right, I'm going to get going because it's 6 minutes past 11. I've gone over my 2 hours. But yeah, we're going down to Gordo's. We know where you live, Gordo, and we're coming to kidnap Ronnie. Or Chris's anyway. Right, I'm going, guys. I'll see you tomorrow evening on the baking live stream with Tracy and Laurie, and we're making ginger sponge cake. So I'll see you all on the next one, guys, and thank you for tuning in. Bye for now. Bye.
See you later, alligators.